Europa League last-16 draw, West Ham face Sevilla as Rangers take on Red Star. Premier League side West Ham have been drawn against Sevilla in the last 16 of the Europa League, while RB Leipzig will take on Russian club Spartak Moscow. The draw for the last 16 took place in Nyon, Switzerland on Friday morning, with the 8 group winners pitted against the 8 teams who progressed from the knockout round playoffs, which features 6 teams who dropped out of the Champions League. At this stage of the competition, clubs from the same association still cannot play each other, while the Europa League group winners were all seeded and will play the second leg at home. After seeing off Napoli in thrilling fashion, Barcelona have been installed as the favourites to win the competition, and they will now take on Galatasaray. West Ham have not played in Europe since topping their group in December, only losing once to runners-up Dinamo Zagreb, who exited the competition in the play-off round against Champions League drops-out Sevilla. The Hammers will now take on the Spanish side in the last 16 in what is a massive test for David Moyes' men, with Sevilla the most successful Europa League side in history and currently second in La Liga. Rangers, meanwhile, enjoyed another night to remember as a 2-2 draw at Ibrox on Thursday against German giants Borussia Dortmund secured a 6-4 aggregate win, and they will fancy their chances against Red Star Belgrade in the last 16. Amid the backdrop of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, German side RB Leipzig will take on Spartak Moscow, though UEFA have already declared that the second leg will not be played in Russia but at a neutral venue instead. Rangers v Red Star, Braga v Monaco, Porto v Lyon, Atalanta v Bayer Leverkusen, Sevilla v West Ham, Barcelona v Galatasaray, Leipzig v Spartak Moscow, Real Betis v Frankfurt. The first legs are scheduled to take place on Thursday 10 March, with the unseeded teams hosting. The second legs follow a week later on 17 March with the seeded teams, the Europa League group winners, at home. However, Porto and Betis will play their first legs at home on Wednesday 9 March at an earlier kickoff time of 17:45 GMT in order to avoid clashes with Braga and Sevilla respectively. The draws for the Europa League quarter-finals and semi-finals, which will have no seeding or country protection, will then take place on 18 March following the respective draws for the Champions League. More Russia stripped of Champions League final by UEFA, with Paris picked as replacement host. More Shaki remove Gazprom logo from shirts after Russia invades Ukraine as pressure grows on UEFA to cut ties. For more stories like this, check our sport page. Follow Metro Sport for the latest news on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.